If trying a new hobby was on your list of things to do in 2025, we've got an idea for you in today's DIY Friday.
We got Roxanne Heaton, Executive Director of the Minnetonka Center for the Arts, here along with Scott Lloyd Anderson, a painting instructor and artist himself. Thank you both for coming in today.
It's absolutely our pleasure.
Fun.
Thank you.
Yes. So Roxanne, tell me where we are. Are we in winter?
Winter.
Okay.
You know, we operate on 8-week sessions,
Right.
and we kicked off the winter session at the beginning of January. So that session is underway. There are still some things to sign up for, though. We have some workshops coming up in February. If anybody's interested, for example, in a one-day basic drawing class, we've got that happening. We've got an abstract painting class. We've got an encaustic painting class. And those are all those workshops that are short duration. So if somebody's just looking for a sampler kind of experience, they can come and do that in February.
Okay.
Then our spring, I love talking about spring. Yeah. Our spring sessions start at the end of February. So we'll have a brand new roster of classes starting then. And we've got some wonderful new offerings happening in spring. And we have Summer Arts Camp registration opening next Monday. So
I was going to ask about that. I didn't want to stress people out because it's still January, but thank you for that. Scott, yeah, tell us.
This is incredible. You're an oil painter. How long have you been painting oil paintings now?
Painting specifically about 24 years, but I've been drawing my whole life and been around art my whole life. So my mother was an oil painter, and my grandfather was a professional artist, and so a little bit of it is in the DNA, but I just really took to it back in 2000.
Yeah.
But I'd always been drawing. My paintings are very drawing oriented, as you can tell, but I just have really come to really enjoy playing with paint.
Yeah.
And that's what I am teaching for the most part.
So how do you teach beginning oil painting? Like
To
if
get
someone
into
has
like
never,
this, yeah.
but I mean, this is
To get
takes
to
a
this
while,
point, yeah.
But like,
Well, you
where
know,
do you start?
there's a Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hour rule to kind of get to
right.
this sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I just taught with this art camp that Roxanne was talking about at Minnetonka, the art camp. Yesterday I had a group that was, excuse me, having a day to try oil painting.
Yeah.
And acrylic painting.
Art camp for adults.
For the most part, you know, and everybody has their own different drawing level abilities. And
Sure.
But, you know, anybody, I mean, we don't remember kindergarten and first grade necessarily, but we do kind of, I mean, we can remember finger painting. Mm-hmm. And, you know, what I teach really is really about color and paint and what it does when you play with it. And that's what oil painting is really about, is the mixtures that you can come up with.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, it's about trying to find colors that you have in your head or you see in nature, and then tangibly trying to find them with these blunt force instruments we have that are called paint.
That's another difference when it comes to oil paint. The paint itself is going to be different. It's much thicker compared to like your watercolor paint that a lot of people use too.
Yeah, and it has a different feel to work with, and it goes on different. I mean, oil paint can be very transparent too, like watercolor, but it also can be, you know, it can be pretty thick.
Yeah,
yeah. If you
we
just
see
look
it.
at some of your examples here, I mean, you're mixing so many just in this ocean.
Yeah.
In this spot here, Scott. I'm wondering, if someone was to take your class, are they creating a piece each of the 8 classes? Are you working on one piece over your time?
Yeah, I'm teaching a beginning class,
Right.
An 8-week class at present. You know, the first 3 sessions we were doing just this, playing with paint and understanding how all the paints mix with white and black and each other. And, you know, just yesterday, and just seeing how far along folks were coming and how much they enjoyed working with the paint. I thought they were ready, so I set up a little still life in the studio. Beautiful studios out in Minnetonka, by the way. And it's amazing. People that say, oh, I can't, you know, draw a straight line. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's amazing what people can do, because it's really, I mean, because I paint realistically, it's about seeing and translating. It's not, you know, certainly there can be magic, but a lot of it is very practical, and a lot of people can do it.
Great. Well, go out and visit Scott in the Minnetonka Center for the Arts. Roxanne, thank you so
Thank
much
you for having us.
You can head on over to their website to check out the upcoming classes and events and the summer camp starting on Monday.